Welcome to Chats Unmuted, our real world episodes where you get our unfiltered takes on culture, current events, and all things relationships.
Y'all, today the internet is a dangerous place, and myself and Memi found ourselves down a rabbit hole looking at all these different Reddit "Am I the a-hole" letters, and we're just going to get into it today. So if you didn't know, my name is Dr. Lara, and I'm your favorite relational psychologist. You'll find me where mental health, faith, relationships, and culture all intersect.
And I'm Memi, your favorite relationship coach, and I believe that any relationship can be saved if you both want it bad enough.
Period. So we're going to get into this temperature check. So Memi, on a scale of I am completely drained to I got all the energy in the world, how you feeling?
Let me say I'm about a 4.5. Like, I'm feeling good this week.
4.5
It
out of
was
10. Out of 10.
out of 10 or 5.
Usually it's out of 10, but okay. Sure, if it's
just
out of
have
5, that's short. 4.5 out of 5 is pretty good.
It's 4.5 out of 5. Out of 10, I would say 8.5, 9, because I got more wiggle room.
Sweet.
So yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm really excited about the holidays. Ready to spend time with family. I'm gonna go big on decorations this year. So I've never really decorated the house. Like, I never done outside lights, none of that stuff.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna try it this year because my kids are getting a little bit older,
They're
so
getting older.
I wanna give them a little bit something to remember before they just don't care it all anymore.
Yeah, I
So,
love that.
how about you?
So I am feeling super grateful. I would say I'll give myself a 10 out of 10. Obviously, there's always things that could be better, but I think in the grand scheme of things, I'm super grateful. Just in a mode of gratitude. Thanksgiving is right around the corner. Christmas, our birthdays, the end of the year. So it's just a lot to be grateful for. And I told myself this month that I'm going to just continue to be positive and wait for all these open doors to just bust wide open. So I'm really well. I'm doing good. Yes. And we're recording a podcast this week. We're doing some recordings for the actual in studio sessions, which is exciting. And yeah, exciting, all exciting, good stuff all around.
Yes. Very much exciting. This was a really good year for us.
I agree. We're
Year
going to have
for
our recap video where we talk about all the things that we did this year, all of the collaborations and things that we did this year. And I'm excited. I'm excited for the end of 2025. We have our game night that is going to be dropping in December. So if you want to get tickets, you can get tickets. We'll link it in the description, but it's going to be a good time. So if you are, December 12th. If you are local in the DMV area, we will send the details with the address, but you should pull up. Usually our game nights are so much fun. And the Marriage Pinnacle event is going to be lit every single time. So,
and not to toot our own horn, Dr. Lara, but one thing about us is we're just good hosts. Like,
you're gonna have
we're just good hosts. Yeah. Even ask our family, like, we are the go-tos when it comes to hosting. Like, we really, 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 really care about the guest experience, and we care about everything. But more than anything, we want to make sure that our guests are having a good time. That you connecting, you meeting people, you building community, you getting something out of it. You're not going to regret paying for that babysitter.
You leaving there with something.
Leaving with here with something.
You leaving here with something. Yeah. So we're gonna get right into it because we got a couple letters we want to read, and I want to make sure that we got some time. Yeah. And just make sure y'all, whatever, you might not agree with me, you might not agree with Memi, but whatever it is, what it is, this is our opinions, and I'm not the a-hole. So
you can't hold us to it.
Yeah, you can't hold us to it. So am I reading the first one or you reading the first one?
You can go ahead.
Okay. All right. So my husband got his affair's name tattooed on him. What's next?
Wow.
Ugh. All right. Crazy last 24 hours. For context, we have been together for 17 years and married 15. In 2020, 2021-ish, we separated for about 14 months and reconciled. I asked multiple, in all caps, times if he was in any serious relationships during the breakup, in which he was adamant he was not. Fast forward to last night, our 9-year-old twins had a stomach bug, and last night one of the girls barfed all over him. He's tall, so most of it ended up on the bottom of his shirt and the ends of his hair. He has waist length dreadlocks. So I take him to the kitchen, wash his hair. He has a professional loctician to care and retwist his hair, so I'm not really much in his head. As I'm drying his hair, I lift his hair up and see a woman's name tattoo behind his ear. I
That's not
mean,
his answer. Yeah.
I mean, full legal first name taking up all the space behind his ear. I never see the sides of his head because he never wears his hair up in any updos due to his hair being so heavy and bulky. He always wears his hair in his face, and now I know he's hiding a tattoo behind it. At first, I didn't say a word, I just sat on it for a little bit. Then it hit me, and I instantly remember seeing that name along the work emoji, insinuating that the person was just a quote unquote coworker. After about an hour, when the kids were asleep, I confronted him about it. And yes, I was very hostile, hurt, and bitter. In the moment, I said some terrible things. And he was very emotional, saying he only dealt with that person during the breakup. And he swore on all our kids' lives that he was no more in contact with that lady. But I don't believe him. I did look through his social media friends and followers and didn't see her name, but something in my spirit doesn't believe it. Since getting the family back together, I thought we were doing great. No hiccups, no drama, no more allegations. He was literally perfect. Now I'm questioning everything else he might be hiding, and I feel like I can't go on like this. Am I the a-hole? Memi, I'm gonna let you go ahead and take this one first. I would love to hear your opinion.
Okay. So, you know how I kind of feel about betrayal. If y'all don't know, to me that's a non-negotiable. Betrayal is how do you come back from that? It's not impossible to come back from that, but
What are you defining as betrayal?
the fact that me and you have been together 15 years, she says. She's been with this man for 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
They broke up for a year and a couple months. And in that year and a couple months, you tattooed another woman's name on your ear. And then I never knew about it. When I asked you was anything serious, you said no. That's betrayal. That's where it starts. So if that's not considered serious, then baby, what is? What is serious? To tattoo her name on our body, on my body, because your body is my body, because we are one. So you're not going to go put another woman's name on your body and then did not tell me, and then I found out while our babies are sick. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's hard to come back from. That's hard to come back from. Some people may think it's not that serious, but because I was reading the comments and some people were like breakup worthy. Some people was like, I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna need a good long while.
Okay, so I'm typically the person who is, I don't know if you want to call it naive or you want to call it gullible or whatever, but I'm not saying I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think there's absolutely, I feel like there is a lot wrong here. However, I don't think it's breakup worthy. That is my opinion. I don't think it's breakup worthy. I think that she has all the right to feel all the feels, to be upset, to be pissed, to be angry, to say whatever she said to him. But I don't think that is breakup worthy, especially if he is being truthful that he's not had any dealings with her after. Again, we cannot assume. We're not assuming either way. We're not assuming that he has been faithful. We're not assuming that he's not been faithful.
But to me, it's not even about that. It's like, how would you be able to confirm if he has? Because you can't believe anything that comes out of his mouth.
Why not?
So how do you confirm? Because he already lied about something big. So to me, if you can lie about something big, how am I supposed to think you won't lie about the entire thing? Or do you just, baby, I'm sorry.
No, I don't think it's the begging. I think more so it's now worthy of a conversation of like, okay, you need to tell me everything and then determine from there whether or not, because like I said, I'm not saying that it's wrong for him to have the tattoo and to not tell her about that. That to me is the issue here. He didn't tell her about the tattoo, right? Because technically he did not cheat. Technically he did not cheat. He did not cheat, right? Because technically they were not together. They were not
But
together. He lied. That's what I'm saying. That is the difference. He did not cheat. He lied, right? So he lied, and that could be for whatever reason, right? We can insinuate a whole bunch of reasons why he could have lied. Oh, we're on a good foot. I just don't want to. I don't want to rough, shake the boat. So I'm just gonna lie and just she'll never know because it's behind my ear and I got dreads. Or maybe I was impulsive and I didn't want to, and I did make a dumb decision and I got her name tattooed and I feel stupid about it and I don't want to tell her because she won't take me back. There's a number of reasons. We don't know, right? He lied, but he didn't cheat. I'm not saying one is better than the other, but I just want to stick to the facts. He didn't cheat.
They're definitely cousins.
He didn't cheat. He didn't cheat. He did not cheat.
I agree that he didn't cheat.
Yeah,
but I'm not.
You said what?
No, go ahead. Sorry. Because on this thing, it's hard to like talk at the same time. So go ahead.
She is upset because she found out this. She feels she because the thing is, I feel like the betrayal is that there's a woman on his body. Correct? I'm just trying to go with
there's a number of betrayals, but that's one. That's one of the betrayals. The other betrayal is that lying about it and lying about having something serious. Then the other betrayal is not telling me that you had that name on you. So that's 3.
Okay. So lying that he. Okay. So lying about it, and then lying
about when the lady came back and said, "Did you have anything serious?" Because she said she asked him multiple times.
Right.
So did you have anything serious?
So he lied about that.
No. So that's the biggest lie to me. That's the foundation of the lie. Then it's like you now got a tattoo of her name, and I had no knowledge of it. That's betrayal. And then it's the act of actually having someone else's name on your body. The third betrayal.
Okay.
So love it. But okay. I have a question for you though. What would you need to see in order to feel comfortable not breaking it off?
No, so my thing is I would need to know the details of what the relationship entailed. Do you know what I'm saying? Like what was the degree, like what was the level of intimacy, I guess you can call it, that even warranted you even wanting to get a tattoo? Like was it impulsive? Do you know what I mean? Like was it just a dumb thing you did? And not to say it's right or wrong, like it's wrong, completely wrong, but like what I would need to know the details. I feel like the information we have is limited to me for me to make a decision to say I'm breaking up with him, because I just don't think there's enough information. Like yes, he lied, but my thing is like we've reconciled, things are so good right now, and it's not like this is something that happened. This happened like right now. This happened some time ago. What were the parameters around that? What were the parameters around that? Like, for me, I'm not a person who just jumps into say, oh no, that's it, done deal. I just am not. So for me, I need to know the details. Like what happened? What caused you to even want to do this? Who is this person? Like, based on what she's saying, I don't see any information where he's communicating with this person anymore, so maybe it was it was short-lived, and whatever happened, and he hasn't had any dealings with her, and he really is trying to mend his relationship. And I unfortunately just found this stuff out now, very, very late in the game. But it's just like we've worked on it and here we are. So it's like, do we work on the lying? Or do I just say I'm chalking it? I'm saying it's chalked and I'm throwing the relationship away. Like, to me, that
like, did we rebuild on something real? Like, yes, we rebuilt and we got to a certain place, but I didn't have all the information. So it's like we rebuilt on something that wasn't even.
So my question to you, Memi, if if he came back and said, yes, I was intimate with somebody while we were broken apart, then what?
But that's not the problem. Is not you mean like after, like right when they started, got
No, I'm
together?
just saying. So like, oh, I did. I did. I did mess with somebody, and I really made a stupid decision. I got a tattoo.
After I already found out, or in the beginning?
No. So like when she said, I asked multiple times. So let's say we are at we're in 2022, and we're deciding to get back together. And you ask, and I say, hey, did you, like, you ask me, did you do anything while did you mess with anybody? And I say, you know what? Actually, I did. And I did something real stupid. I got a tattoo. Then what?
Yeah, then that is on me to be able to make a decision with all of the information. Because it's like when if you lie about that, then you take away my ability to make an informed decision. Because it's not, now I'm building with you because I think you were loyal that whole 14 months. So that's what I have in my head. Like, oh yeah, we were apart for a year and he didn't even do nothing. Like he was just thinking about me the whole time. That's not fair to her. Like, versus the fact that you actually were not, and you were doing your whole thing. You liked the girl enough to even get a tattoo. So it's like, you didn't even give me a chance to make a decision based on
all the facts. Fair.
Yeah, based on all the facts. He took that away from her. So I feel like, like, so now she's looking up like, dang, I believed you. I trusted you.
Right. Fair. I mean, it's fair.
No. Yeah.
Fair. So, I mean, again, I still, even with that being said, I still don't necessarily, I'm not one to just say chalk it.
You're not, I know you're not. Like, I'm definitely like, talk to you later, see you, break up with him. But I know you're typically like, okay, let's see.
Yeah, because I mean, it's been 14 years. It's also been 14 years. Like, it's not like a boyfriend girlfriend. Like, to me, it's just.
Nah, but it's just like, okay, but what is the quality of the 14? It's like somebody posted.
We don't know that. We don't know that.
Yeah, I'm not saying we do, but it's like, we've been together 14 years, people have been together 20 years, but does it matter if 10 of that was miserable, or if 15 of that was abuse, this and this and this? Like, it not saying if it's better on the end, it's like, okay, we worked through some things, we got where we needed to get. But if it's the whole, like, if it's, you're still seeing all those negativity things coming up, like, you're in 14 years and you think everything's good, and you find out that somebody else on his ear, like, I'm sorry, that would shake me. That would shake me a lot.
It would shake you, and I think that's normal. But I still feel like if we're in it, we're in it, and that's not to say you should be a fool, right? I'm not saying you should be a fool, but like, are we in it? Are we going to try to fix it? Yes or no? And I just feel like it's, again, the premise of our platform. Like, it's not just chucking the deuces just because.
No, and it's not. But it's like, what are we fixing? Like, are we fixing a lie? Like, are we building on a lie? Like, what are we building on?
It's not about building on a lie. It's about, like, okay, now here we are, and here we are. Now I know all the facts. So are we going to try to fix it? Like, I mean, that's the question.
That's the part that would be hard for me, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because how do I know that is it? Like, do I have to now take all your clothes off and scan your whole body to make sure there's no other girls on here, or go through all your phones? Like, that's what I was kind of getting at. Like, what would you need in order to stay? Because we've seen the scenarios where people stay in relationships after infidelity, and the amount of things that the person that has been hurt needs, sometimes the person that did the cheating is not capable of providing all those things to make that person feel comfortable. In the scenario that they are, God bless them. But that's tough.
It's tough, but not impossible. Tough, but not impossible. Again, I just feel like it should not just be a, oh, bye. To me, I just don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, I just do not think so.
Case by case scenario for sure. In this case, for me, it would be a wrap for me, in my opinion. But some other cases maybe more grace, but not this one.
Okay. All right, you're up next. Go ahead.
Okay, period. My spouse stopped contributing financially and at home. Next steps. My spouse and I have been married 2.5 years. I make a high income, she doesn't make quite as much. When we got together, we agreed to split shared expenses based on income. I, as a higher earner, pay more proportionally. She contributes less and split chores 50-50. I handle trash and cooking. She handles dishes and laundry. That's actually not a bad deal. Take that.
Mm.
Over time, she stopped paying her share of the bills completely, even before her job situation changed. She left her finance job to work independently, but barely any clients, not shade, but barely any clients followed her. She hasn't really tried to get new ones, and she's applied to maybe 6 jobs total in the last year. She now makes very little money. I asked her to take on more household chores since I'm the only one paying for everything. But the house is usually a mess. I've never had issues keeping things clean-ish for myself. She's just naturally messier as a person. Recently, she's cooked a bit more. Anytime I bring up chores or responsibilities, she gets defensive and says I don't notice the little things she does.
Recently, she's cooked a bit more. Anytime I bring up chores or responsibilities, she gets defensive and says, I don't notice the little things she does. I know that she does make an effort with certain things, like getting some gifts for me here and there, and does try to be more thoughtful sometimes. She's incredibly supportive verbally as well. We've already tried marital counseling, but that didn't seem to go anywhere. I've been trying to be patient. I tried just getting her to agree to just one goal to focus on and to accomplish in hopes of it inspiring slash motivating her in case it ended up being fitness and losing weight, getting healthier, but it doesn't seem to be working out. Anytime I try to bring up any issues, she lashes out, makes seemingly endless excuses. She states that she feels like a failure sometimes. I love her and I want to help her, but I just don't know what I can do.
Oh, this is tough. Um, what do you think about this?
I mean, is she contributing or not? Like, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not saying that it needs to be 50-50, obviously. And if he's acknowledging that he does try, that she's supportive in some ways, but if she needs to step up, then she needs to step up to me. I
You
feel
gotta do
like,
something.
yeah, I feel like I don't I feel like there's a couple of things at play here. I think that maybe she has some like maybe some self-esteem or some her own personal things that maybe are like bleeding into the actual relationship. Maybe there's some personal things with her, maybe how she feels about herself, her career, whatever space she's in right now. But I do believe that there should be a way to support in other ways. If you can't support financially, then there are other things that you can do to
Agree.
compensate. That's
I
just how I feel.
agree. Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. It's not really fair. And like Lara said, that also jumped out to me. Like she may be going through some like depression. I don't want to say depression, but it's definitely something else. It sounds like going on at play, especially if she used to contribute and used to do her part and then she just stopped. Like she just stopped working and just stopped doing anything. Typically something else might be going on. But also it I she mentioned the little things. I would be curious what she considers the quote unquote little things, because you put that in quotation mark. He put that in quotation marks. So I'll be curious what that is. And she would I agree. Like she needs to, if you feel like she's not doing her part or at least doing what she used to do, I feel like there needs to be some sort of understanding as to why that stopped and how are we going to get it back on track.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's important to understand the why of it, and then have a once you understand the why and you both understand the why, then you can work towards getting back to something that is more comfortable for you, where you don't feel where this where the person that wrote this letter in doesn't feel overwhelmed financially and in the house and having to cook and the house is a mess. Like that's just not, that's not good that's not healthy for you either. So yeah. And I wonder why marital counseling didn't
That
work.
was
I wonder
literally my state. That was the statement I was going to make. I was like, I'm very curious to know what about it didn't work.
if it didn't work. Yeah.
Was it a good fit? Because sometimes the therapist and it's just it's not a good therapist
Yeah.
client relationship. And so I always
Mhm.
am of the mindset, try again, try maybe with a different therapist.
Mhm.
And like, what are your expectations? Because again,
Mhm.
I think that therapy is not a cure, but it is
Right.
supposed to help you maybe see maybe some of the blind spots that you are maybe unaware of and help put language to it so that you can have some type of map how to move forward. So I'm just curious to see what wasn't supportive when you guys
Yeah.
went to marital counseling. I'm curious about that.
And I just read the comments and I saw that he responded. Somebody said she sounds depressed. Have you asked her how she's doing mentally? And he said, yes, she has anxiety, is on medication. And our marital counseling therapist started seeing her individually. And I think that's perfect. She probably needs to have individual that could be why marital counseling didn't work, because she
Mhm.
probably needs to be in individual therapy first. And,
Yes, because
and
that's she has her own. If, it's easy to kind of point the finger at the big or the loudest thing in the room, aka, oh, our marriage is falling apart. But if there
Mhm.
are other things at play that are contributing to that, then those things need to be addressed. So if her anxiety is not, because he said that, I guess it's been, you've known that for years, but has it been
Mhm.
managed? Like, is she
Right.
managing with her anxiety, or is it like, is it affecting her ability to keep a job? Is it affecting her ability to like gain new clients? Like, is it impacting, other areas of her life, which are now bleeding into the marriage? That,
So that's what
yeah, like,
happened. That is what will happen. You cannot, when your mind is not at rest, when your mind is not at peace, you can't sandbox it. It goes in all directions. It just bleeds
right.
out. So
Yeah.
you
So we're very
absolutely can't
curious to
continue.
see. Yeah, because that
Yeah.
could be like, it might not be we call it the IP, or it's not the identified problem, but
Mm.
it's impacting everything. It's impacting everything. And
Yeah,
so
it's
once
mental.
maybe her anxiety is like managed, like the anxiety she's experiencing is managed appropriately, then she has the capacity to be cleaner, or she has the capacity to pick up more. She has the capacity to juggle, multiple tasks, and then that in essence makes you happy, and then and in essence make the relationship better. So you know what I mean? So like
Girl back.
so
Yeah.
yeah, those are some things I just off the top of my head I would think. I
Yeah.
do think it's worth another go, even with your marriage, and it might be beneficial not to have the same person who's seeing her
Currently, yes, you gotta find
as your
somebody else.
marriage therapist. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. And I think that is something that like a lot of people, because I've you see that a lot, right? Like you see people that need individual therapy, but they're just like, oh, we need a marriage counselor, we need a
Mhm.
therapist or a marriage therapist. But it's like it really makes the job of the marriage therapist 10 times harder
Yeah.
when there's so much individual um build up, like so
Yeah.
much stuff that each person needs to kind of dig through and process and and unpack. It makes the job of getting to the marital issue 10 times more difficult.
Correct.
So
Correct.
we definitely
Agreed.
recommend either doing it in tandem or doing individual first.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can't dump all of that on your because honestly, your therapist is there to help you to support
Mm,
your marriage. So if you're needing all of this additional work, it's not going to necessarily be as fruitful as you
yeah.
would hope, and then you're not seeing the expectations you want. You think that it's not working, and when in
Yeah.
essence it probably is working. It's just you have all these other things that need to also be addressed as well.
Whatever things in the way. Agreed.
Yeah.
Oh, the beauty of marriage. The beauty of marriage.
The
Wow.
beauty of marriage.
Wow,
Do you have the
wow.
last one, or should I read the last one?
Yeah, it's the last one is kind of long, but yeah, you can read it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, you
I
said
like
the
it.
last one was long?
Kind of a little bit longer. It's
Oh.
like she's telling a story.
Okay, this is the one with the. Oh, yes. Okay, I might feel like you can do this really quick. Let me see.
Okay.
All right. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so am I the a hole for telling my husband his rules make me feel like a child, not a partner? I'm a 48. I am a female who's 28 years old. I've been married to my husband who's 33 for just under 2 years. Overall relationship has been steady, but there's one issue that keeps resurfacing, and I'm honestly starting to lose my patience. My husband is a very structured person, like to an extreme. He has routines and expectations for everything in our house, how the dishwasher should be loaded, what time we eat dinner, where the chute should go, even how I should fold my towels. Yes, my towels. At first, I thought it was just part of adjusting to living with someone, but over time, it started to feel less like compromise and more like control. Anytime I do something differently, I get a little lecture. Nothing dramatic, he never yells, but the tone is very, you should know better. I've joked before that it feels like I'm being graded on being a wife. The final straw came last week when I forgot to set the security alarm one night. We were both at home, just watching a movie, and I simply forgot. He got really upset and said, how many times do I have to tell you? This is for our safety. I said I was sorry, but I also reminded him it was a mistake, not sabotage. Later that night, I told him that the way he talks to me when I mess up on small things makes me feel like a child who needs supervision, not an equal in this marriage. I said I felt like I live in his house with his rules and that it's exhausting constantly trying to live up to the expectations just to avoid a quote unquote talk. He got super offended, said I was blowing things out of proportion, and that he needs to keep things running smoothly, and that most women would be grateful their husbands were so organized and involved. He told me I was being disrespectful. Being disrespectful of the efforts he put into maintaining our life together. Since then, it's been tense. I feel like I'm being punished with silence for daring to speak up, but part of me wonders if I was too harsh. I know he means well, and he really is great in other ways, but I'm also tired of feeling like a teenager in my own home. So, am I the a hole for telling my husband his rules make me feel like a child? Also, to add some context, um, she's read all the responses and looks forward to marriage counseling. And then also, she wants to provide some examples to him, um, some direct examples about when he complains.
Okay.
So, what do you think?
I don't know. So I feel like in a marriage, in relationships like that, I feel like it's important for differences to be respected. So he's super type A. He's very stringent in how he does things. And I think that is that can be controlling, but I think once you're not able to respect the fact that I'm not as stringent as you and you're trying to kind of force me to be how you are, I feel like that's where things get dangerous and things get murky because I'm never going to be you. You are you for a reason, and I am who I am, and you married me how I am, and that pressure to kind of change and conform to be exactly like you, I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair when women do it to men, like, like, oh, you need to be more of a go-getter, or I
Right.
want you to be, the CEO when you have no intentions of doing that and that's not the kind of person you are.
Right.
I just feel like it's important for someone's autonomy and their identity to be respected in a relationship, in a healthy, balanced relationship. Because what it sounds like it's not, you're not saying like, hey, do you mind if you pick up your clothes after yourself? Okay. That's like
Mhm.
a tweak. That's like being respectful to the
Be
home.
respectful of the space. Yeah.
Right, right.
Space.
Like I want you to take care of it. Like I don't want to walk in my room and step over your underwear. Like pick your underwear
Mhm.
up on the floor. That's
Mhm.
fair. But if you're saying that you don't like how I fold my towels, that's crossing that line to
Mhm.
me. So
That's fair.
yeah.
I think that this goes back to how they communicate and then also recognizing defensiveness because me expressing how I'm feeling or how I feel, me expressing how I feel I am being treated is not really grounds for defensiveness. And so, what is that about? Like, what is causing you to feel defensive when you're challenged? In essence, like it sounds like that type A is that need for control and that need to have things go your way. And how is that helpful in a marriage? And also that is also the beauty of marriage and like the challenges in marriage, right? Where you are having to kind of forego how your way in order to make a new way. So it's not my way completely and it's not his way completely. It's our way. It's we're finding the route that is best suited for both of us. So it's not me expecting you to fold the towels a certain way or to automatically remember to turn the alarm on when I'm not wired that way. So it sounds like number one, some additional grace is needed, because if I want to form a habit, I need to do this thing over and over and over and over and over and over again for it to become second nature to me, like it is for you. And if that is the hope or the goal, then there needs to be grace when things don't happen, because it's, and she said something that I really appreciate. She said, I made a mistake. She said, I made a mistake. I wasn't trying to sabotage. And I think that is the key, right? I said I was sorry, but I also reminded him it was a mistake, not sabotage. I think, unfortunately, a lot of times when we don't get the response that we intend, our minds automatically go to like negative, right? When in actuality, so like prime example, it's like this idea that when someone cuts you off on the road, you think that they maliciously cut you off and that they were being mean and nasty. And so you're ready to look them in the eye, give them a finger or whatever you're going to do, cuss them out, all of that. And they could have just thought they had enough time to get over. And when they come to your face, they're saying sorry. You know what I mean? But like in our minds, we feel attacked. We feel like it's very personal, when in actuality, it wasn't. And I think that is like her saying that lets me know that it's like, I'm not purposely not trying to please my husband. I'm not purposely trying to meet him where he is. I'm also human. I'm also somebody who just needs a little bit extra time and just might need a reminder or two. And so instead of like using that energy to tell her everything she did wrong, just like, oh, babe, you forgot to do this. I did it, but I did it. Like that would take nothing out of it for him to just have done it and then just remind her.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That happens around here all the time. Like I'll come in the house and I'll forget to close the garage. And it's like, babe, you forgot to close the garage. I'm like, my bad. And everybody moves on. Like and it's like, I take note of it. Like maybe, make sure you double check when you come in the house. Like don't leave the garage open. But I don't expect to get scolded for that, But yeah, so that's definitely sounds like he has some stuff going on. Maybe, I don't know what it is, but he definitely has a need for control. And it's it's not really helping them. So I hope that counseling is able to help them, because it sounds like she said they're going to go to marriage counseling. So hopefully that helps them. What would you do?
What do you mean?
If that was you, like if Tala was like, nah, Lara, like why are you folding the towels like that? Like that's not how you fold them.
Huh? Like what? These are things that just can't, like, I just can't wrap my mind around things like that. Like I can't. I'm sorry. It's not even about like it just doesn't make sense to me. Like what? Okay, then you fold them. Sure. Easy fix. You fold them then. It like literally no sweat off my back. You do it.
Cool.
More work for you, less work for me. Sure, no problem.
Like an issue with my
like literally doesn't even that to me are small problems, because that I can easily hand over to you. I can easily hand that over to you. No problem. Sure, fold them however you want to fold them.
You even give yourself more headache. People that like to control, they don't even understand. They never met a girl like me.
Yeah,
Because
like
you be the only one controlling everything while my legs are crossed on the couch.
Yeah, like it just doesn't. It does not even that's not even something. Because I'm like first, and then also I feel like you also need to know. Like I don't believe that this behavior just came out of nowhere. Granted, they might just start living together. Yes, but
True.
this is not. If he's particular about towels, he's probably particular about a lot of things. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like, so this is not new
like, oh my
for
gosh.
you, right?
Yeah.
And I think these are conversations that we always talk about when you're dating and engaged. Like these are the like they don't change when you get married.
Say it again, girl.
Like he was probably folding your napkin when y'all went to dinner. Like, I mean, that this was probably was happening before.
Hey, that's not how you fold it. That's not how you fold it.
Yeah, so like this is not new. You know, it's amplified because you are now in the same living space, and now he's encroaching on you. But like, this is not new information.
That's right.
You know, and so that now you have to reconcile. Like, how do I navigate this? Because this is it. You know, but I do think that we need these are things that don't just pop up after you say I do. Like people who are able to do people who are able to kind of tuck it in and lie.
Scary.
First of all, you're probably a serial killer and you're probably a sociopath, number one. And number two, but like it just like literally these things bleed out. Like these things leak.
No, if you're like I mean what it sounds like OCD type person, I come to your apartment for the very first time and I see that your forks and your spoons and your knives and your dishes and your glassware and your closet and your shoes, like that should be evident from the first moment. But like you said, like you think like, oh, they're so cute. Oh my God, he's so clean. But you didn't think he wanted you to rise to the occasion.
Yeah, low
you
key.
didn't think that.
Low key.
I mean, because why would you? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you? I mean, but
I probably you can rise to the occasion, but it's just like it's like it's like the extremes, right? Like if I'm a 1 and until as a 10,
yeah.
Even if I think about it, if I rise to a 6, that's 5 notches. That's 5 notches forward, but that's still probably never be good for you because you're a 10.
You're a 10. That is a good analogy because we're talking about being neat, but this happens in so many other areas.
Yes.
This happens in so many other areas.
Exactly. So it's just like, so you think about it. Like I think about it. Like for me to get to a 6, that's a lot of effort. From going from a 1 to a 6 is effort. I put in effort to work hard, to be better, to move to a 6, and you are a 10. You still not satisfied with the 6.
So it's like I came in the house, I started taking my shoes off when I walked in the door. I put my shoes in the little case that you have allocated. I wash all my dishes a certain way. I load the dishwasher how you like it. So it's like I do all this, but now you're mad about my towels. Like
you're mad about the towels. You're mad because I don't chop the pillow in the middle.
You're mad because
I mean, come on now. What do you want from me?
Like it's literally going to be endless. Yeah.
So I just feel like, that we have to consider those things. And also it's worth a conversation. So it's like, okay, you're a 6 and like, I need to lower my expectations. It's not that I am, having to settle, but I need to lower my expectations because the person is trying.
Yeah. That has to be enough. It needs to be enough. The effort, because we talk about effort all the time. Like a lot of the times, all people want to see is the effort. Because to me, the effort is what shows that you care. It's not necessarily getting it perfect or being right. It's like, okay, like, dang. Like, okay, she is actually really trying to appease me. Let me calm down. Or let me relax. Like even I feel like we even do it with our kids. Like you tell your kids stop doing this or stop forgetting your lunchbox, and it's like, wow, you haven't forgot your lunchbox in 3 weeks.
Yeah,
it's okay if you forgot it today. Yeah,
exactly.
It's that grace piece that you were talking about. So yeah, I feel like it's important. God bless them. God bless all of the people that we talked about today.
God bless
them. Dedicate all the marriages. Pray that you guys all figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow them and keep them. I'll keep you posted on if they give any updates on the Reddit updates.
Good luck. We would love to see it. We'd love to hear
Especially
it.
Canada.
Yeah.
Especially Mr. Canada. I want to see how that. I want to see how they do.
I'm very interested to see if they are able to pull through and make it work. And
Yeah,
that is my hope for them. You know, I personally want them to, you know, I want every couple to make it like it, you know, just as long as you not like actually abuse and things like that. And
right.
both parties are willing to do the work. I want all
Yeah,
couples
that's the most
to
important
thrive.
part.
So, yeah. So yeah, that's it. I mean, we just had some couple Reddits to read, and we want to know what y'all think. Like y'all agreeing with me, you agreeing with Memi. You got a whole complete different take. Let us know in the comments. Let us
Let
know
us
in the comments.
know. Let us know.
You
We
know,
want to hear from you.
if you have stayed with us to the end of this episode, we want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. We have an in studio episode coming out on Thanksgiving. That should be a really, really good one. We're excited about. So we want to make sure that you guys keep it locked and loaded. Like, comment, and subscribe if you're listening on YouTube. If you are listening on Spotify, on Apple, or wherever you listen to podcasts, we make sure you follow. We're bringing episodes weekly. And so we want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Chats Unmuted.
Bye.
Oh, see y'all.